my computer freeze?
No, we're just not talking.
Ah, well. Welcome to the KEWL-Down.
Great fucking start.
Yeah, bet y'all are wondering where we've been.
We've just been lazy.
And we move on to Monday Night Raw.
No, we don't.
Now get the guns, the drugs.
Nope. Hell in a Cell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. If I could summarize it in one word, bad. It was forgettable.
It was very forgettable. That's how forgettable it is. That even you just immediately fucking forgot that 6 days ago. Spoiler alert, this is Saturday. I don't know why that's spoiler alert, but anyway. Yeah, this is Saturday, and 6 days ago there was a pay-per-view, and goddamn, did nothing really happen.
Was it really only on Sunday?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
That's fucking dumb.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start off with the pre-show match. Mandy Rose versus Natalya.
I didn't watch it. I forgot there was a pre-show.
Yep, it was lukewarm as hell, and it felt like it deserved to be on a televised fucking show. And Mandy tapped out to a sharpshooter. Mandy Rose, still not a very good wrestler.
I stand by my statement I made. I think it was on the first episode of the KEWL-Down.
I still disagree. Mandy Rose she's just not very good. It's okay to not be very good.
At the beginning of your career. She'll have a good few-year run, and then we'll remember her as she rides off into the sunset, becoming a model.
Going back to being a model.
Was she a model before?
Isn't she a fitness model? Wasn't she a fitness model before, and isn't she still one now?
Dude, I don't know. I don't pay attention to, career. Here's the thing. I'm one of those wrestling fans where if I really care about you, I'll study what you did beforehand. But that's really it. If I don't care, and they can mention it all they fucking want. Doesn't mean I'm listening to them. You could talk about it till the fucking cows come home. Doesn't mean I want to listen to you.
Let those cows come home. Come on, Biden. Get those cows out of Afghanistan and Iraq.
Get those cows out of Benghazi, Biden.
Bring our cows home.
Moo.
Let's go to the main fucking event. Well, not the main event.
The main event was Bobby Lashley taking on Drew Mac. Oh.
Yeah. We started with the pre-show. Let's get to the post-show.
All right, what do we kick off with?
We kicked off with Bianca Belair and Baylor, apparently, because I'm a fucking idiot. In a Hell in a Cell match for the Smackdown Women's title.
Finn Balor's back on the main roster.
I can't fucking type.
Yeah, fuck.
This match was decent. Probably my favorite match of the event.
Yeah. I'm sure it was the best spots. Match.
There's spots with a chair. Bayley had the chair, and Bianca started using her ponytail, and in hair versus chair, the hair won.
Breaking rocks in the hot sun. I fought the hair, and the hair won. Oh, shit.
Bayley was standing on some steel steps for no real reason, and then she got tripped up and landed straight on her ass.
Yeah. So she didn't
Bayley
get hurt.
kept trying to... She didn't get hurt. No, it was very cushioned. Bayley kept trying to tie Bianca's hair to shit the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, near the end, Bianca tied her hair to Bayley's wrist and started laying into her.
Eek.
Yep.
Ah.
Yep. And Belair won with a KOD on a ladder.
I mean, at least the finish was good.
Yeah, no, the entire match was good. Like that match was very decent. Oh yeah, I forgot about the part where Bayley bit Bianca, and Pat McAfee was adamantly disapproving of that move. He was not happy that someone got bit.
Yeah, no, honestly, that was the best decision they could have ever made, was sign Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee's just fantastic. So yeah, Bianca won.
Yeah?
Yep, and after the match, she got an interview, and she said that Hell in a Cell was brutal, but she walked out with the title, and Bayley kicked her butt, and she will never forgive her for that. On to an Alexa Bliss promo, where she mentioned that Lily... Because this is basically a glorified episode of fucking Raw. That's at least what this felt like.
I mean, it's what it is. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah, it felt like a glorified episode of Raw with SmackDown matches randomly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lily is still serving a timeout for being naughty, but Shayna is naughtier. And there's a valuable lesson here. And then she goes on to list 2 different lessons. Be careful of what you wish for and expect the unexpected. Because when you knock on her door, you never know who or what is going to answer.
I thought you were going to end that with, you never know who's going to get arrested. Don't come around here.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Seth Rollins versus Cesaro.
Seth Rollins versus Cesaro.
Yes, Cesaro. And this, if it was a SmackDown match.
Yeah. Yep. All right. We move on.
It's just Seth and Cesaro with that fucking Chris Hero forearm to the back of the head move.
The rolling elbow?
Yes. There's more.
Don't you dare call it a roaring elbow.
It was a rolling elbow. A Rawlings elbow.
Oh, a Rollins
his name's
elbow.
Seth Rollins. Yep. And Seth Rollins with a surprise roll up, and yeah.
The surprise roll up.
Yeah, just a surprise roll up.
That's pretty crazy.
I wish it was crazier, because then it'd be more eventful.
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler got interviewed for some reason. She doesn't want to hear
Shayna
about the doll. Doesn't interviewed.
Oh.
Interviewed. She doesn't want to hear about the doll and doesn't give a shit about what she has to say. And Alexa wanted to start this. Shayna's going to end it.
Did she actually say shit, or
no? That was just basically the crux of it.
That would have been
too
fucking
lazy. I got too lazy to write word for word, and it didn't fucking matter anyway. It's a goddamn promo on a pay-per-view for a match that was happening.
Shayna, what do you think of Alexa Bliss's talking doll? I don't give a fuck about no goddamn doll.
Why don't we write for Raw?
Why aren't we writing for a wrestling company? All this fucking hoodoo bullshit.
What do you think of Lily? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit.
I don't give
a fuck. Come after me.
What? Does this look like the face of someone that gives a fuck about a talking doll that lights shit on fire? No.
She just starts doing like Kellen Winslow Jr. fucking interview after that one Miami game where he injured somebody. I don't give a heck. I don't give a darn. Soldier. Yeah, that guy's a horrible person.
Yeah, he's a terrible person. I mean, it was fun. I'm glad that we referenced him. That immediately, like, we do not fucking condone Kellen Winslow Jr.
We do not condone
king.
We do not condone. We do not condone. Well, Senior also did some bad things, but we don't condone. Yeah, well, he grew up in a fucked up household. His Junior grew up in a fucked up household where, you know,
Mm,
yeah,
yeah, that makes sense. I guess.
yeah, his parents were kind of separated. And, like he, if I remember correctly, something like Flimlo Raps did a great video on Kellen Winslow Jr. Uh, like he when he left her, he fucking wanted all his shit back, and he like forced the mother down while people fucking moved all the shit out of her house.
Oh,
Yeah,
ew.
not a great person.
No.
Not, but way better than his son.
Yeah.
That's just one bad act. He might be a good person other than that one thing. At least he
Right.
didn't commit several sexual assaults on elderly women.
Yeah.
Shayna Baszler versus Alexa Bliss.
How did we get to that point? Oh my god.
Listen, man. How do we get anywhere? Where
That's
are
true.
we right now? We're in
Yeah.
space. Reginald kept distracting Alexa. Alexa did her double jointed shit. She stared down Nia and hypnotized her and made her slap Reggie. Twisted Bliss for the win.
All right.
Uneventful. Doesn't matter. Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Again.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is where I started checking out of the fucking event. I made a paper crane during this.
I mean, they probably had a good match, but a match that we've seen hundreds of times.
They had a decent match in this match that you can go back and see way better matches between them. At least a dozen way better matches between them.
Yeah?
It was cool the first time they had a match in WWE. Cool the second time. The third time, still pretty decent. The fourth time, it's getting a little old. Fifth time, maybe you should cut it off. The sixth time, which or whatever time where it's like, oh, this is the final time. Okay, fine. It's adding some finality. The seventh time after that one, I'm starting to think you guys are fucking lying about the whole final thing. The eighth time after that one, ninth time.
No. Okay, no, hold on. They actually quit for a little bit with their last match ever. They quit having them face each other for a while. Long while.
At least a year and a half ish.
Yeah, so I mean, then I thought this last match they had was the match that they had after their last match ever.
I'm pretty sure they had one match, I'm pretty sure they had one match in between that, at least one, and it was like a qualifying match for something. Just like what we're getting next Friday, where there's a qualifying match for the Smackdown entrant in the Money in the Bank ladder match between Sami Zayn and fucking Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that. Yeah.
There's a reason that people remember the Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin trilogy. Because it was a big trilogy.
Yeah.
I think they had another match other than the trilogy, but still they didn't have one seemingly every fucking 3 months.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So I have pulled up how many times Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have faced.
How many
45.
Times? Sami won with a hell of a kick.
Hold on. A lot of those weren't televised, to be fair.
Okay.
House shows. Oh, wait. No, I think these are all non-house shows.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I think they've had it. I think they've had it 45 times since 2015.
It's fucking crazy.
To be fair, their last match ever was June 23rd, 2019. Oh, no, they were in a tag team together. Oh, okay, so this list does include them tagging together.
Okay. Oh, yeah, they had that one. God, yeah. Remember that weird, horrible program they had against Shane McMahon? Where it's they were completely justified, and Shane McMahon was an asshole, but somehow he was supposed to be the face?
I do. I remember actually talking about that a lot with you because that was just awful.
That was that was definitely the worst fucking pro game of that year. God, I hated that. Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley is the next match.
Sorry, I'm eating corn nuts.
Oh, okay. You started just motioning to the camera. It's like, what's going on? Am I going crazy? Are you telling me that I'm stupid?
Well, yeah.
You told me to just roll it, just fucking go forward.
Keep rolling. Keep going.
Keep rolling. Okay. This is another match where it's uneventful, and it ends with a fucking DQ. I don't even feel like going into this match because just Charlotte got DQ'd by getting hit with the goddamn outside table topper.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever seen that. Like, no, literally, like that's the first time.
Yeah, I've seen it used as a weapon before, but it looks like it weighs like 4 pounds. It's very floppy.
It's made out of fucking like particle board.
Yeah, like
I think it's just made out of particle board.
If you're gonna get DQ'd all the way. Hit it with a goddamn fucking machete, or at least a steel chair.
Here's the thing you should be upset about.
What?
There wasn't any turns in that match. The face cheated to keep the title and remained a face after.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just a stupid fucking nonsense bullshit ass match that I guess we're gonna keep doing that.
This isn't one of those fight forever feuds that I want.
No. This is please just put Charlotte in the goddamn mid-card scene for fucking like 2 months straight. Stop putting her in the main event every single fucking time. Or at least the women's main event. Like, she's much better as a heel. She feels much more comfortable with her character and with her wrestling. I fucking fell out. Like, she used to be my favorite member of the fucking Four Horsewomen and kind of fell out because she just wasn't wrestling great near the end of it. She looks better now.
And then Bayley.
I'm not getting into that.
Oh, no, we're getting into that. No,
but, like...
main event time?
Just Charlotte feels like she's more comfortable in her character, but she doesn't need to be in the fucking main event immediately after coming back. Yeah, give her some time.
No.
Remember, she's more popular. She's more accomplished than her dad. According to that one poster on fucking Square Circle or something.
God, what? That was. I think it was 4chan actually. Someone posted. I mean, that's like the. It was probably PW, the fucking retards. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
PW is all bad takes.
That's one of the worst takes I think I've ever heard in the history of bad takes.
Even worse than MJF take.
Which one?
The one that you showed me literally before we started this.
Oh, that MJF is a bigger draw than Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
See, those are all bad takes, but there's still one worse than that. There's still one worse than that.
Which one?
Writing for WWE is just as important as open heart surgery. Our podcast, our journalist friend, Dave Meltzer, likened writing for WWE to if he became an open heart surgeon. He compared a comedy writer who has never written for professional wrestling before. He likened that to Dave Meltzer becoming an open heart surgeon.
That doesn't even make sense, because like, even if you truly think that he's unqualified, which he probably is, it's still a writer becoming a. Sorry, my bad.
It's still a writer. Woman.
A writer becoming a writer.
Yes, a writer writing for a different medium than what they're used to. She made a joke on a podcast, not remembering Bobby Lashley's name, but getting it this close, just missing one letter. Called him like Bobby Ashley or something, like, and laughed like they were joking. It was jokes, and wrestling fans took that so seriously. She's logged all her social media platforms, by the way, because they won't stop fucking harassing her. And Dave Meltzer goes on his fucking Twitter and he's like, "Oh yeah, boys, I'm about to write the most fucking freezing cold take in professional wrestling history." And that motherfucker had the nerve to quote tweet me and tried to explain what I already knew he was doing to me. Shut the fuck up, Dave.
The problem with the analogy is that Dave is so fucking self-centric that he can't like use an analogy with someone else. Like, you can't be like, "Oh, this is like a proctologist becoming an open heart surgeon."
You could
is a better analogy.
It is a better analogy, but a fucking nobody going to the top heart surgeon in the world. He looked it up. He had to have looked it up, because there's no way this motherfucker knows the top open heart surgeon by fucking heart. I hate Dave Meltzer. I legitimately hate this man.
Everything about that statement just hurts, because Dave is so self-centric he can't use a good analogy without inserting himself in it. Just like he does with wrestling, where he has to insert himself into fucking everything.
Dude.
It's not an apt analogy, because even if she's severely unqualified, it's going from a writer to a writer. It's not like that much of a. It's not like it's a totally different field, like going from having bad takes to becoming an open heart surgeon. Like,
it's from writing television to writing television. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Fucking don't mean to drive fucking people away. Here's the fucking thing. Wrestling is a soap opera for men.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just a telenovela for fucking white trash and fucking rednecks. Basically.
God bless him for it.
I love professional wrestling. I've always loved professional wrestling, but at the end of the day, I recognize it's just a fucking TV show. Freddie Prinze Jr. wasn't a fucking wrestler writing for it. You know who? You know, Jim Cornette was in the wrestling business. He wrote for Smoky Mountain Wrestling. And where is it?
Yeah, Dave Meltzer hasn't wrote for any wrestling company, so I'm not sure if he even would know what the fuck he's talking about.
God, I just, and the worst part about all of this isn't even what he did to me. It isn't even like just the nerve he had in general. It's that he went on for 6+ hours after he made that statement, quote tweeting people and just repeating the same fucking points for 6 hours straight. You can't tell me Dave Meltzer does anything important if he can do that on a daily basis.
If you have to spend like 6 hours to damage control a hot take, maybe you should rethink the fucking take. Because obviously it was a bad take. There's a difference between a hot take and a bad take, and that's a bad take.
I mean, really, when you think about it, it's the difference between like Max Kellerman and Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
Kellerman makes a lot of bad points, but he also makes a lot of like hot takes that are like, hot takes aren't supposed to be well received. But if you strongly are convicted in your hot take, there's a reason it's a hot take.
That's a perfect analogy with Kellerman and Bayless, because Kellerman, he says these hot takes, and you can tell that he believes it, even if you disagree with it. You can tell that's grounded in some reality, and you believe it. Bayless, he does it because he wants he does it because he wants tweets. He does it because he wants fucking headlines. He wants free advertisement for having such a shitty fucking take.
Which he has a lot.
He does.
Mainly because he still thinks the Cowboys every year are going to win the Super Bowl. And every year they fail him. It's great. It's great.
They had no excuse last year. If they didn't win, like, if they weren't the best team in the NFC last year, what's your hope that they're going to do anything in the playoffs, even if they make it there? He's a fucking moron. Ooh. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Fucking Handsome Drew versus Bobo for the Raw WWE Championship in a Hell in a Cell match.
Bobby won after MVP distracted him. It was a good match.
MVP held Drew's leg and then got the pin while holding the tights.
Yeah, but that means Drew will never challenge Bobo again for the WWE Championship. Fucking thank God. Until Drew wins the Royal Rumble.
No, unless Drew wins Money in the Bank.
He's not in them. Oh my God, that's right. Oh no!
They haven't fucking best of the loot. We'll mention this next with SmackDown. Okay, it's sorry, Raw. All the shows feel the fucking same.
You just want to get to the end of the week. Now get the guns, the drugs.
They mentioned at the start of Raw that 5 Money in the Bank qualifying matches will happen tonight.
What else are you going to do for 3 hours?
There should have been more matches, to be honest. I'll get into it later when the women's matches come up. Ugh. But it should have been more fucking qualifying matches than 5, or at least stagger them more.
Yeah.
So to start the show, Bobo comes out, still the champ. Big things popping, little things stopping. Welcome to the VIP lounge. With her harem, MVP, and Bobo Lashley.
Yeah.
Lashley says that Drew went through hell last night, and Drew almost took him. He and Drew went through hell last night, and Drew almost took him to his limits. But Drew at his best is still not enough to beat the Almighty.
Very true.
MVP,
very true.
MVP says that the most important part of this is Drew can never challenge Bobo for the title again. And then MVP mentions that Lashley has a new favorite pose, and I got really giddy. We're not getting that pose back. We're never getting that pose back. It's just Lashley flexing while fucking Drew was prone on the ground.
I miss the real favorite pose.
Yeah. Show me your asshole, Bobby.
Show me your asshole.
I don't think we mentioned this, but congrats on your retirement, Leo Rush.
I was going to mention it, but it was during the 2 weeks we didn't record.
Yep. Congrats on your retirement. I hope you keep doing things that make you happy.
I'm not going to congratulate him on his fucking retirement. It shouldn't have happened. If he didn't wrestle in AEW, it wouldn't have happened.
Don't go.
We don't run a sloppy shop. How many fucking wrestlers have had to fucking retire in AEW? How many people have gotten injured in AEW? How many people have almost... we don't run a sloppy shop. Shut the fuck up, Taz, you orange piece of shit.
It was a freak accident. He hurt his shoulder in a way that's... If he wrestled again, he's probably not going to be 100% with it. And so he decided to take the Lycos route and retire probably for the next 2 years.
And then come back and completely change that.
Wrestling retirement's never permanent. Maybe this one's going to be one of the ones that are permanent, but they usually aren't permanent. Congrats on Kid Lycos for not retiring again.
That's because Lycos kind of changed up his style. I think he spent his retirement learning a different style of wrestling, like tactical. You know what I'm saying?
How do I wrestle that doesn't fuck up my shoulder?
Yeah, pretty much.
That actually sounds cool, him being a technical wrestler.
Progress is on Peacock. Did you know that? Progress and ICW are on Peacock.
I did not know that. Even though you did mention to
Yeah.
me once, now that I think about that, Progress is on Peacock.
Yeah, I mean, how forgettable is it? But it's really odd to think about. You know, this small fucking British wrestling company on one of the biggest fucking streaming platforms.
Like, I really can't keep forgetting that Peacock exists, period. Because Peacock is not a great streaming service.
I don't know what you're talking about. With its easy to use menus and its live television.
Yes. It's taking 3 months to get a fucking rewind button on live television. Thank you for finally
Hey,
doing
man.
that recently.
Look, I mean, you think about this. I mean, the same thing can be said about Paramount Plus just now getting a My List.
Yeah, well, I can't say the same thing about Paramount Plus because I don't have Paramount Plus. I only attack what I know. So back to brass taxes. The Hurt Business, the Hurt Harem, and Lashley are about to toast to. I guess the Hurt Business and the Hurt Business includes Lashley. That's why I'm getting fucked up. The Hurt Business and the Hurt Harem are going to toast to Lashley, but the New Day come out with a plate full of toast. They want to participate in the toast. I start loudly booing at my laptop. It's just it's fucking lousy ass pun. They throw toast at MVP and Bobby Lashley. MVP says this clown shit is why they're watching Hell in a Cell instead of main eventing it like Baba was.
This
Kofi
clown
says
shit.
Listen, man, artistic license. No,
Did he say
don't
that?
curse.
Damn it!
I curse.
Come.
I know.
Did he
I
say
keep writing
clown
with that.
stuff?
I forgot his exact words. I think he said like goofy stuff or some shit. I didn't care. I'll just try to type as fast as I can. It was a clown shit. That works.
They start throwing pancakes at him. MVP's like, see, this fucking clowning is why you can't fucking hold the title past Brock Lesnar. You piece of shit.
Vince, Paul, get my phone number. I could for you for just a low price of like $100,000 a year. I will come there, read every promo, and just add curse words to it. Sentence enhancers. I'll add sentence enhancers to it.
Sentence
and
enhancers.
It'll make the shows much better. I swear.
Oh, yeah.
Kofi says he surrounds himself with people he trusts, not users, and the Hurt Harem is noticeably offended by that. The Hurt Harem aren't users. They're part of the crew, man.
Come on, they're part of the harem.
They're part of the harem. They're good women. Kofi asks
is it wrong to think of the New Day as heels again after this?
Yeah, don't disrespect the harem, man. Kofi asks if MVP and the harem are gonna want to be around him after he loses the title. And Baba says he is not going to lose the title. In the hierarchy, Baba is here and Kofi is here. I mean, here as in high, and Kofi is here, like low.
Bobby's up there, kid. Kofi, you're not up there. You're down there in hell.
I need to write my notes better because just probably Baba is here and Kofi is here probably didn't do any of this justice.
That's why I said, fucking Kofi, you're not up there with Bobby. You're down there in hell.
Start doing that. I think it was it Shark Tales? I had like the fucking hierarchy where you're below whale shit or something.
Yeah. It
just pulls out the fucking Shark Tales fucking hierarchy of Will Smith fish.
The Smith's fish.
Yeah, the Will Smith fish. We all know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kofi mentioned that he beat Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania, and in this very ring, he beat Bobo with help from
That was
Woods and
what?
McIntyre.
That was what, like 2-3 years ago?
Maybe, well, the Bryan thing was like 2 years ago, and the Bobo thing was like 4 weeks ago.
Hmm. Huh. Huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they show him being Bobo, and they noticeably cut out the part where Drew McIntyre hit Bobby Lashley with MVP's cane.
Yeah.
Why
Damn.
would they do that?
Why are these baby faces just acting like assholes?
Kofi Kingston challenges Bobby Lashley for the title at Money in the Bank, and Lashley quickly accepts. But he wants to take on Woods tonight beforehand to get him out of the way, so Kofi can't cheat, which is a very face thing to do. Woods mentions his YouTube channel, his G4 job, and being tag champions in the past. So Bobo shouldn't underestimate him because he has a YouTube channel and a G4 job, I guess.
Jesus.
And Woods wants the match tonight to be in a Hell in a Cell because the ring crew is too lazy to disassemble it, I guess. Bobo accepts that.
Bobo accepts.
I saw something where people were like, oh, fucking, well, the Hell in a Cell, there was like 3 in the first month where it debuted, and it was like fucking the second one was on Raw and shit. And it's like, yeah, but 4 Hell in a Cell matches in 4 fucking days. How do you justify that?
You justify that as the networks being petty. Let's be honest here. Fucking USA was like, how come Fox gets a Hell in a Cell? We never get nothing.
Keep going like this. I'm gonna turn this right around.
No, I'm gonna turn this contract right around, pal.
Yeah, it just 4 like I'm sick of Hell in a Cell matches, especially with the stupid fucking red cell that they have. Just after a while, it just stops being very interesting. I'm sorry, like I don't think there's a way you can really fully justify it.
Yeah.
AJ Styles and Ricochet are about to have a Money in the Bank qualifying match. On the way to the ring, the Warriors meet AJ and Omos backstage. AJ says compared to them, they are less than the Warriors are less than 0. The book by Bret Easton Ellis. Ivar said they came to raid and wound up with a phenomenal victory last week. AJ says that they want to see a raid, watch him beat Ricochet, become Mr. Money in the Bank, and he will defend the tag titles against the Raiders. And he also just calls them stinky.
Jesus.
Because, yeah, Eric says these stinky barbarians beat them once and they'll beat him again. And then AJ slaps the turkey leg out of Ivar's hand and leaves. And then we get the match. During the match, the Viking Raiders come out and attack Omos, and Ricochet versus a phenomenal forearm for a knee face buster for the win. I forgot the term for the fucking move.
Yes. Moving on.
Fight me. Riddle was talking to Randy Orton backstage.
Yeah.
If Riddle wins the briefcase, he's going to take it everywhere he goes to hide his stash.
His stash of
Whoppers. He brings Whoppers everywhere he goes. And he fears the Burger King is going to come for him. Orton asks,
What? What? What the fuck are you telling me?
Randy Orton wants sorry, Matt Riddle wants to keep his stash.
Where the fuck did the Burger King come in? I was thinking Whoppers the candy. No, that makes sense.
Whoppers, the Burger King's fucking sandwich.
Oh man, I mean, if I were to rate that on like a fast food burger, I'd put that on like honestly B tier. It's good. I like Whoppers. I do. but they're not like close to the best fast food burger sandwich I can have.
To me, they're a C tier, maybe even D. Like, what brings them down is most of the fucking King sandwiches are better. Like, the fucking Smokehouse King is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
And the Stacker King is great.
Honestly, nothing but just honestly, like for $2 for $5, nothing beats 2 Whoppers, man. For $5, are you kidding me? 2 Whoppers? Oh.
Have you ever had the Impossible Whopper?
I did, actually. I didn't. See, here's the thing about Impossible meat is that, like, I can eat it, and I have eaten it. I've eaten Beyond Meat. I've eaten Impossible Meat multiple times just to make sure I'm forming my opinion correctly. And I can honestly say that every time I ate it, I would have rather had beef. I would have rather had something else. You know, the thing about it is people really think it's healthy. I work at a grocery store. I work in a meat department at a grocery store. We sell Impossible Meat. We sell Beyond Meat. We have to freeze it because it doesn't sell fast enough. We have to freeze it because it's living. It's alive. It behaves like meat, but it's plants. It bleeds, Cactus. It bleeds. I'm not kidding. It bleeds. You have to cook it to the same my bad, not the same. It has to be cooked at a higher internal temperature than chicken.
Jeez. Goddamn. What the fuck is with what is it then?
It's plants made in a factory genetically modified to behave like meat.
God, that's scary.
Dude! And people are eating this!
I hope that Bill doesn't have any of those in his briefcase. They'll spoil.
Bro, here's the thing. If you're vegan, don't eat fucking meat. You made the commitment not to eat meat. You can't make a substitute for a real thing. This factory making bullshit, man.
Is it vegan or is it just vegetarian? Because I know like Morningstar burgers have egg in it, so it isn't fully vegan.
I think Impossible and Beyond, I think they certified themselves as vegan. I think.
I'm going to have to look that up later. Orton then asked what Riddle wants. Riddle wants some pointers since Randy won and successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase before. Orton says to stay out of his way, but Riddle says that it'll be hard to do that when they, two best friends, nay, two brothers, win are in the match. Riddle says that'll be awesome, and Randy says not for you. They're brothers, man. I love this team so fucking much.
It's honestly my second favorite storyline in WWE.
Other than the Roman Reigns?
Other than the Tribal Chief, yes. Yeah. Honestly, the Monday Night Raw is being carried by Matt Riddle. RK Bro is carrying Monday Night Raw on their backs.
Yes, it's Monday Night Riddle. Don't you forget it.
I won't.
Eva Marie is interviewed after that. It's been 5 years since she stepped in the ring last, and she got a mani-pedi last week, and unfortunately caught a cold. So her protege, what's your name? And she starts to speak it, and they're like, yeah, Dewdrop, had to step in. And Piper Niven looked visibly upset that she was called Dewdrop.
I think that was the joke. I think that's the storyline they're kind of pushing for.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if there is going to be storyline after this. Asuka and Naomi versus Eva Marie and Dewdrop in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Why do the women's get tag matches?
Shut up.
Why? Couldn't you just, I don't know, have Asuka versus Eva Marie and Naomi versus Dewdrop next week? I could almost forgive it because Eva Marie and Dewdrop are kind of a package. But then they had another qualifying women's tag match later on tonight.
With who?
Why not just split these into 2 singles matches?
Yeah. Because why have anything nice?
I guess. Dewdrop leaves Eva Marie hanging as she was going to go for a tag, and Naomi rolls her up for the win. So I'm not sure if Dewdrop just left Eva Marie there. So I guess
sure she did.
Next week. I guess next week we'll find out. Dewdrop and fucking Eva Marie already split after 1 whole week together as partners.
I mean, that's pretty long. 1 whole week.
Yeah, this kind of accentuates the Dave thing. Why are you gonna complain about anybody being a fucking writer for WWE when literally a fucking trained monkey can make better than goddamn sensible actions than this? Like, just maybe they'll be good at it, because I don't think it could get much worse than half the shit that's happened on WWE and SmackDown in the past 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't think that person could write a worse storyline than Buddy Murphy and Rey Mysterio's daughter.
Yeah.
Yep. Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville addressed the non-finish to the Rhea Charlotte match last night. They asked Rhea to come out. They say what she did yesterday was unacceptable and she abused the rules. Rhea says Charlotte has broken the rules several times and didn't get any sort of talking to like this. Pierce says that's all well and good, but Charlotte isn't the champ. And then Charlotte comes out. She makes sure to be like, yet, I'm not the champ yet. Charlotte says she's proud of Rhea because she proved to her that she's smarter than Charlotte thought she was. But Charlotte is still going to destroy her. And Sonya grants Charlotte a rematch at Money in the Bank. Tamina and Natalya have an interview after that backstage. The interview gets interrupted by Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke training in the ring. And basically, actually, we didn't fucking review last week, so I can't say. It was just a reversal of what happened last week.
Yes.
But, it's just a reversal of the segment last week. Where they're like, hey, can you shut up? We're trying to do this here. And they're like, hey, we are training. You apparently care more about this than training. And then they get into a brawl in the ring. Only this time, instead of getting into a brawl in the ring, Dana Rose and Dana Rose and Mandy Brooks just kick him on the apron before they can get in. Which is smarter than just brawling, I guess. Randy Orton and John Morrison in a Money in the Bank qualifier match.
Where are my fellow Jomo Sapiens? We're going to eat your lunch. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. This felt more than in the previous weeks, like Autopilot Orton being back. It was a decent match, but it wasn't like anything special. The Miz got the dripstick and squirted in Orton's face. Riddle came out to even the odds, so you get the beautiful image of the Miz in a wheelchair rolling away from Matt Riddle on a scooter.
Yeah. Matt Riddle on a scooter.
Yep. And Orton is distracted by all this, and Morrison got him down and hit the Starship Pain for the win.
Yeah.
So he's in the Money in the Bank match.
Starship Pain.
I'm like Starship Pain. It hurts my shit.
That. I just said that, you asshole. You taking my jokes?
Yeah.
Speaking of stealing jokes, this podcast presented to you by Peacock, with great services, and definitely now have a rewind on our live function, so you can never miss another highlight again.
If you love to pee or just love cock, Peacock.
You'll love Peacock.
Baszler and Jax are interviewed. Jax says what happened last night won't happen tonight. And Shannon says nobody scares her, but something is different about Alexa. She's mind controlling people now, which is what's different. I don't understand why. I don't like this Alexa storyline.
One could say that it's bad. Like really bad.
Yep.
Uh,
Alexa
I
Bliss
just-
and superhero ass Nikki Cross versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler in a Money in the Bank qualifying match.
What was the reason she did this?
She was just a superhero because she feels like a fucking superhero. She has a promo before it, and I kind of zoned out because I was so fucking shocked by what she was fucking wearing. She says there's a spark in her heart, and she wants us to show it. We all share the same positivity and spirit to win, and Nikki represents all of us. She's a superhero now because of that, because she's happy that she won like 2 matches.
She won 2 matches.
Actually, make it 3. She won 3 matches, I think.
She won exactly 3 matches.
2 of them were 2-minute time limit matches where she just exceeded the 2 minutes. And now she's a superhero. And no one really called her out on that. That's like,
Monday Night Raw sucks.
2 of those matches were 2-minute time limit matches where she just ran away for 2 whole minutes. Actually, sorry, the first one she got her ass kicked for 2 minutes. And the second one she just ran away.
Ain't going nowhere. I got you for 2 minutes.
God,
Looks like you escaped me for 2 minutes.
I wish Sandy was still here so we could get Super Eric being her fucking partner.
God. I mean, they have Shane Helms in the back, don't they?
I think so.
Stand
Just
back.
have this alliance of fucking nerdy ass retarded superheroes with fucking Super Nikki and Super Eric and the Hurricane and Mighty Molly. There's probably more. The Boogeyman. Have the Boogeyman join them.
Have the Boogeyman be their villain. We're going to stop you, Boogeyman. I'm the Boogeyman. And I'm coming to get you.
Have her. Yeah, like it's just do it. Just have a league of super friends with wrestlers.
And then you have the villain gimmick, the Boogeyman, Kizarny.
Kizarny is just a villain in real life because he sucks.
Sin Bodhi is starting to look like Captain Spaulding.
Yeah.
Which means he might be cast in the newest Rob Zombie films as like a younger fucking Captain. Shout out Rob Zombie.
I watched 3 Rob Zombie movies. I watched the Firefly trilogy. And Sin Bodhi, not Sin Bodhi, sorry, Captain Spaulding is the best part. Shut up. Captain Spaulding is the best part
now.
Captain Spaulding is the best part in all 3 of those movies. And 2 of the movies, he's barely in them. So those 2 movies fucking suck to an irredeemable level.
Was that 1,000 Corpses and 31, or
it was House of 1,000 Corpses and 3 from Hell.
3
and
from Hell.
The lone one that I'm not even gonna call good. People call it good. It's still a bad movie. It's just less bad than the rest. Is the Devil's Rejects. Yep. Which honestly, if I'm being completely candid, I would rather watch a House of 1,000 Corpses again than that movie, because at least a House from 1,000 Corpses, once like the Dr. Satan shit starts happening, it becomes a fucking hilariously bad movie.
So Dr. Satan's in 2 Rob Zombie movies.
Really?
Dr. Satan is the I think it's Dr. Satan. It probably is. He's the main villain of Super Beasto. I fucking love Super Beasto.
I've never watched it. After watching that trilogy, I never want to watch a Rob Zombie film again.
Yeah?
Can't wait till I inevitably watch all the Halloween movies.
You're not going to watch all the Halloween movies. But
I watched the first one.
I'm thinking cool movie review for the Haunted World of El Super Beasto.
Yeah, I'll sit on it. I'll tell you no after we're done recording.
All right, I'll say it again.
Where are we? Oh, yeah.
We were talking about
Alexa mind
ska.
controlled. Alexa mind controlled Reggie during the match, and then Nikki pinned Shayla Baszler with a roll up after she was distracted.
Jesus.
Can we go back to talk about Rob Zombie?
No.
I'm sick of Raw. I'm sick of fucking Raw.
Oh, wait. Hold on. You want to talk about Monday Night Rob Zombie? Yeah, in my Durango. Number 95.
I'll just leave. I'll just leave. I'll let you do your own. I'll leave. Adam Pearce goes up to Drew McIntyre and asks how he is. He says he went through hell, but he wants to fight tonight for the Money in the Bank qualifying match. Where he could
Adam
beat.
Pearce said that?
No, Drew McIntyre. He asked Drew McIntyre how he is. And Drew McIntyre says he went through hell last night. Maybe Adam Pearce ate some bad fucking Chinese, dude. You don't know his life. He might have went through hell in the toilet.
Adam Pearce has been alive this whole time. Enzo Amore has been working behind the scenes for WWE. How you doing? Oh my god.
I wish.
All they need to do is release Drew Gulak, and we can get the Zoe train on the indie scene.
I would fucking love it, to be honest. The Zoe Train was the best thing in WWE for like a solid year.
How are you doing?
I miss that fucking... I miss when 205 was fucking... I wouldn't say mandatory, but more mandatory viewing than it is right now.
You know 205 now has 4 active roster members.
Yeah, eventually that's going to merge with NXT.
Yeah, the Cruiserweights are just going to probably stay on NXT. 205 Live might get rebooted into a different show. Like NXT's development. Like, we'll get the actual development territory.
See, I don't get why they don't right now have 205 on after NXT instead of after SmackDown. It would make more sense if they
after
did.
SmackDown.
Yes, but their 205 is basically a NXT brand now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, they for their entire existence, they've only had one theme song.
Yeah.
I can turn and run. No one watches 205 Live in-house, according to Tony Nese.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wouldn't
It
either.
easy.
That's why 205 is like always the best 30 minutes I can watch. Because it's just a bunch of dudes just going out there doing shit.
Yeah, it has Alex Zane on it too.
Who?
I love me some Alex Zane. Sorry, what's this fucking stupid WWE name now?
Ari Sterling?
Yeah, Ari Sterling. My bad.
You're damn right.
Has Ari Sterling. And it might have Blake Christian's stupid fucking WWE name too.
Who?
And it
Talking
has
about Trey Baxter?
Yeah, Trey Baxter. He does not look like a Trey Baxter. Like with Alex Zane, Ari Sterling, I could sort of get. Fucking ginger ass fucking Blake Christian does not look like a Trey Baxter.
Yeah. I guess.
Anyway, how do we fucking whatever?
How do we fucking what?
How do we get from me talking about fucking Drew McIntyre to this?
So Train?
Yeah,
because
Drew McIntyre says his body. His
body.
His body. He just says his body and then walks away. No,
my body all over your body, Pierce. Little didn't expect a little Keith Sweat, did you?
Oh, I did not expect that. Drew McIntyre says his body is hurt, but it's a lot worse in his head. Which I'm hoping they didn't mean to imply that he has CTE now. But he's
I
gonna.
got the CTE, Pierce.
Pierce says he doesn't have to fight tonight, but McIntyre wants to fight. And Pierce and Sonya wish him good luck with the fight.
I heard she's about to come back wrestling soon.
I heard that too, and if she does, fine. She's a better wrestler than fucking Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
I'm not mentioning that because I don't like Mandy Rose wrestling at all. I don't, but I'm not wrestling because of that. I'm mentioning that because they were in a tag team together that I fucking keep forgetting about.
Yeah.
And she was the standout in that tag team. She was the one that could wrestle.
Yeah.
Yep. Pierce and Sonya walk into several other wrestlers who are arguing. Cedric, Jeff Hardy, Jinder Mahal, and Sheamus all want to have Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Sonya says the qualifying match. I always call him Jinder Mahal, but he's Jinder Mahal. Yeah. I'm not going to mock. Don't injure Mahal. He had his buddies.
No, I said
who.
He had his buddies?
He had his buddies that they showed up on one Raw randomly, act like they're going to get a push, and then never show up again.
Yeah!
Love it.
I miss Jinder.
Me too. Jinder doesn't like that Riddle, John Morrison, and Ricochet were giving matches, and not him. He has to be an alternative if something were to happen to one of the participants. Something were to happen to them.
Yeah, if something were to happen, all right, boys, the bad acid goes that way. Be a real shame.
Yes. The ring is in through that door. Oh, that door? Wait a second, this is the outside, and then it shuts and they're locked out. They paint a fucking tunnel on the wall, and fucking Matt Riddle goes riding into it.
I would love it. I would really do. Or even better, just like for the next few episodes before Money in the Bank, like it just shows him like setting up traps and they fail.
Yeah. It just becomes fucking Home Alone for some reason. Or the edgy reboot of Home Alone. The edgy reboot of Home Alone, Rambo, Last Blood.
Yeah.
I saw that movie in theaters. It was fucking stupid.
Rambo, Last Blood?
Rambo, Last Blood. It was Home Alone, but with people dying instead of just getting injured. And falling downstairs. Instead of that, it was IEDs going off and people getting shot.
Yeah. What's next?
Next is Matt Riddle taking on Drew McIntyre for a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Riddle starts the match by
push.
Me too. Riddle starts the match by shilling his merch hard like Stoner Toriano.
Yeah.
And then they
Riddle Matt.
And then I'm pretty sure I only wrote that down because I fucking mentioned it to Ace and he got a fucking kick out of it. It was either Ace or Moon King.
Yeah.
Yep. Or it might have been both of them. Anyway, it was a really good match. Both men are very, very good in the ring. Randy Orton came out, and then Riddle won with a victory roll.
Nice.
Riddle wants a fist bump from Randy, but Randy is sad and does not give him a fist bump. Riddle pleads for him to give him a fist bump, saying that he's always here for him.
I'm always here for you, bro. I'm always
that
here
was literally
for you, bro.
Like, please. Come on, man. Come on, bro. I'm always here for you, bro. Come on, don't leave me hanging, bro.
Please, just bump the fist, man. Please.
Don't.
Tears are starting to roll down his face. Fucking Sarah McLachlan's Arms of the Angel starts playing in the background. Please, man. Please.
After that, we get a scene backstage where Jackson Riker is literally fucking flogging himself. Elias was justified in what he did.
I'm just going to say this. This is what fake PTSD on television looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, it just comes
And
out that
that's
Jackson Riker is a fucking crazy asshole.
yeah, he's just an asshole.
Yeah. Mansoor comes wanting some advice from this crazy asshole, and Riker says, never let your opponent escape. Or your enemy. Never let your enemy escape. More often than not, the closest ones to you are wolves in sheep's clothing. And next week he's having a strap match against Elias.
Damn, that lyric sheet to the new Five Finger Death Punch EP is great.
Jackson Riker looks
Fuck.
like somebody that loves Five Finger Death Punch.
He probably does.
He's one of those people that loves Five Finger Death Punch, Bud Light, Monster Energy, domestic abuse, among other things.
Among Us?
No, not Among Us. He's not that hard. He's not that cruel. So like Among Us.
Among Us very hard.
Mustafa Ali is there. He says Mansoor is asking the wrong questions to the wrong people, which is correct. Because I don't think Mansoor asked a question. He just wants some advice.
You're just
Jackson
hey,
Riker
buddy,
was the wrong person.
you
Mansoor,
might help him, yeah.
Mansoor says all he needs to ask is why all these people stole Money in the Bank qualifying matches from himself and Ali. Which is true. Give Mansoor a fucking qualifying match, cowards.
Holy shit, is this going to be a fucking storyline where it's the victim mentality versus those who seek to rise above their preconceived notions? Is WWE getting based?
WWE is never getting based. And what are they going to be based on, huh? Tell me.
Okay, here's the thing. I saved an image a couple of months ago that says people like you need to be shot. And I agree.
What the fuck does that mean?
Based? Based on what? People like you need to be lynched.
Oh, I thought I didn't connect those two things together. I thought you were just literally trying to assassinate me.
Cringe.
Say my full name.
You can cringe crop.
Yeah, we had to fucking fight the goddamn timestamp, you fucking animal.
107.50.
Yeah, 107. It was about 107.50, yeah.
You're gonna have to cut all of this part out.
No, I'm keeping this all in. This all can stay in.
You're a piece of shit, you know that?
Yep. Xavier Woods and Bobby Lashley. Like, if you said my first name, it'd be cool, but why you have to say my first, middle, and last name?
Oh, because I was
effort.
No, because I was gonna say it. I'm gonna assassinate the 45th president of the United States, Donald Trump.
Yes, my favorite quote. Censor is going to assassinate the president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
I cringe. All right, that's enough.
Main event: Xavier Woods versus Bobby Lashley in a Hell in a Cell. I'm Hell in a Cell out. Like, I zoned out. Most of my notes are about, like, why are you going to have 4 of these fucking matches in 4 days?
Bobo wins.
Bobo does win.
And that's
Spear
it.
and a hurt lock. Spear and a hurt lock. MVP goes in the cage, locks it from inside. Lashley locks on the hurt lock and just shows, and the show ends while has the hurt lock in and he's showing fucking Kofi Kingston what he's doing to his friend. Good way to end the show.
Yeah.
And they just closed out on that. So I can only assume that he's still there right now with Xavier Woods in the hurt lock.
You'll have to wait and see on Friday. If he's
Monday.
Still at the Thunderdome.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe they went to the back or something.
He's still there, just holding it. Ah!
Yeah, they're going to show up on Monday. NXT.
Apathy. resistance. Perdition? Methamphetamine! Addiction! Yeah.
I think it's perdition. Oh, sure.
It's something.
Adam Cole
resistance.
starts off the show with a promo. He mentions his match with Kyle O'Reilly at the Great American Bash, Samoa Joe, and the fact that he has to pick an opponent for a match tonight. Cole says he won't pick no opponent. Then runs down how Samoa Joe thinks now that he's around, Cole will do what they say. He says he's not going to fight, and he goes to leave. Carmelo Hayes comes out.
Yeah!
Hayes says that if anyone's going to change Cole's mind, it's going to be him. Cole asks how. Hayes says ruthless aggression, same energy, and tosses his mic at Cole, and it's on. Carmelo Hayes versus Adam Cole.
Did he say same energy after he said ruthless
He
aggression?
did. Yes.
Oh.
That's not me fucking writing it. He said ruthless aggression, same energy. I know, it makes that moment a lot less cool.
It does. But still kind of a heavy rub.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that line was said by the guy that went on to carry the company for how many fucking years?
I don't know. I don't think it went to the
match
Great
was
Khali.
good. What? The Punjabi playboy.
Oh, yeah, the person who said that. Star of Fast and Furious 9. John Cena.
We might
One
also
day,
know
one of
him
the
for...
technical difficulties things I make is just going to be his full fucking apology to China.
I mean, he did it because... Look, you need to understand what John Cena says. John Cena is one of those guys that is trying to push his movie, the most homoerotic movie in American cinema, Fast and Furious franchise. It's all about family. You know, shit like that.
You can have any brew you want, as long as it's Corona.
Yeah, pretty much. It's the most like fucking homoerotic fucking straight guy, quote unquote, movie there is. And
I watched
John
every
Cena...
single movie. And it's not very homoerotic.
Shh. You got to think about it from that perspective. That everything is a reference to homoeroticism.
People do call Dominic Dom. Is that an analogy for him being a dominant?
I'll drink to that.
I was wondering why they kept calling Paul Walker's character Bottom Bitch.
Twink.
Hey, Twink. Yeah, they did call that one character Twink. He's coming back. Bow Wow's coming back for the 9th film. I hope he gets called Twink more.
And all of this needs to stay going in China. We're going to have the gay revolution in China.
Yes. They're going to have Dom and Twink fucking fight for Chinese and Taiwanese independence.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Keep going.
Carmelo Hayes and Adam Cole had a decent match. Pretty good. Still not complete. Sold on Carmelo Hayes. It was a decent match.
I mean, you're wrong, but I'll let you be wrong.
He just, like, even in the indies, man, I never had, like, an it factor feeling with him.
Yeah, and who did? Don't you say Killer Cross.
I did have a fucking feeling like Killer Cross.
Yeah.
I never thought Christian Casanova was really that great. He never stood out for me. He didn't stand out like Alex Zane or Blake Christian or fucking Chris Dickinson.
Uh-huh.
He was just there.
Yeah. Man, Dickinson needs to hold a world title already.
He does. I was thinking about it the other day. Has, like, ROH done anything with him and his faction? Because I haven't been paying attention.
They're in a feud with the Foundation.
God, that sounds awesome.
It is Violence Unlimited versus the Foundation. Ooh-wee.
God, if Chris Dickinson gets a fucking match with John Grisham, that'd be great.
Pure title.
Yeah. I would fucking love Chris Dickinson getting a pure title match. Because goddamn, he just throws fucking hammers and gets people into locks and shit. It's great.
Throws bodies.
Big strings.
Throws bodies.
Back to the Adam Cole thing. Cole won with a Panama Sunrise.
Yay. I am sick
Frankie
of that
Monet's.
fucking move.
It's just.
I'm sick of Adam Cole.
It is like. It's. Yeah, like it's just a Canadian destroyer. It doesn't make the move any better to have a bounce beforehand. It does the Canadian destroyer what the buckshot lariat does to a clothesline.
You're just adding an unnecessary step.
Yeah.
Like sure, you make it look cool. It doesn't. Especially the fucking buckshot lariat, the fucking worst clothesline in wrestling.
Yeah, the thing about the buckshot lariat is that you can have a running clothesline, like the clothesline from hell. A running lariat. And it looks fucking awesome every time. Whereas you don't really get that with a Canadian destroyer.
I'm still trying to figure out whether JBL like made his arm limp and swung it at the opponent, or flexed as hard as he could and swung. You know,
it was a matter. It was a matter of respect.
That was a fucking lariat. That Stan Hansen would have been proud of that fucking shit. God, honestly, I think. Go ahead.
Just like a clothesline is the best finisher. We need more of it.
That's why I'm telling you, All Japan Pro Wrestling, like 6 different wrestlers have lariat finishes.
I need to watch
6 different wrestlers.
Frankie Monet talks to Robert Stone's.
Go ahead.
Go. You go.
Oh,
I'm trying to get back to.
Either last night or tonight, they're holding a triple threat match for the Triple Crown title since Suwama vacated it because he contracted corona.
Oh. Rest in peace.
The body or the virus said you can have any virus you want as long as it's corona.
Frankie Monet talks to Robert Stone's girls backstage. They have a match against not Zoe Quinn, against Zoe Stark.
Quit bringing up Gamergate.
I'll quit bringing it up when the fucking journalists stop bringing it up, okay?
Oh, God, we're never going to stop hearing it.
Yep. Zoe and Io. I'll just call them Zoe and Io. They have a match against Zoe and Ino, and Monet says they're going to win their match tonight. All of them. Monet's going to win their singles match. They're going to win their tag match.
Yeah.
Robert Stone comes in, high fives the girls and Monet, and he is scared of their dog. Or fucking Monet's dog.
He's scared of Monet's dog?
He's scared of Monet's dog.
No, he's such a cute boy. I like Pomeranians.
Fucking hate little dogs, dude.
Well, I mean, you're dumb.
Deep down, all little dogs are evil. That's all I have to say. Every little dog thinks they're a big dog and thinks they're the shit. Every big dog acts like they're a fucking medium-sized to small dog and just are fine with who they are.
I've met a few nice small dogs.
No one fucking asked you.
I guess. Shit. I mean, if you're gonna be like that, fuck hell. All right,
So
whatever.
Zoe Starks is interviewed backstage. She's asked why she came to the aid of Io. She says that her first big match was against Io, and she was repaying a favor. But Io is notorious with not playing well with others. Io comes in, says she respects Zoe, but doesn't like her. And Zoe says that's all they need, mutual respect. That's all they need to win.
Are we just going to forget Sky Pirates? She does play well with others, as long as it's Kairi Hojo. And no one else.
That's not canon in the WWE lore.
They had like a couple of tag matches together before Kairi got called up and became part of the Kabooks. The Kabook Spooks.
Kabooks. Don't call them that.
Yes.
LA Drake promo. Oh, yeah, that's why all my fucking notes are so scattered with fucking NXT. Because there were like 20 fucking promos in a row. And like I had no time to do anything other than fucking type promos. Fucking hate it.
Oh my god, okay.
LA Drake says he doesn't need an old man riding his gravy train. He thought Grimes cared about the belt. He says that he thought Grimes cared about the belt and the money. But all he cares about is that old man, which makes him a dummy, yeah. He says he's going to drop Grimes on his head. Still something much cooler than that, but that's all I really got from that, is that he's going to drop Grimes on his head.
I'm saying it every week. I love LA Knight. Dude's got the promo. He's got the looks. He's got the promo, which is all you need to be a champion. And he's good. He's witty. He makes me laugh. He really does.
I said it years ago when I used to watch Impact regularly. He is the closest thing in modern wrestling to The Rock.
Oh,
fantastic promo. Fantastic charisma. He can make catchphrases at any fucking moment. And he's okay in the ring.
That's all you need.
It's entertainment. That's all you need. The Rock wasn't a great wrestler. The Rock was a worse wrestler than fucking LA Knight by far.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter. Because he's great on the mic. People want to see him.
Dummy. Yeah.
Dummy, yeah. And LA Knight.
L.A. Knight. And you know, he stole that one promo from Santa. Walked into that ring that one time in the middle of like Bakersfield and said,
Don't talk about that promo. Don't talk about that promo. At the NXT event, he says nobody pumps his gas but him, and the whole crowd started chanting, "Pump your gas" or some shit.
Nobody pumps my gas but me. Yeah.
Yeah, dummy. Yeah. NWA. Yeah, dummy. Gas pump, dummy.
He recently was in the NWA.
Yeah.
God damn. And he just wasn't getting paid enough. Yeah.
Yep. The Way have a promo.
Boo.
Gargano says that with new management on NXT, the brand needs a new face. And they have a handsome, hardworking, headband-wearing, respectable family man like himself to be that face.
Boo.
He claims for the 57 days he was champion, NXT thrived. He says he outclassed Cross in the ring with him, and he can out-wrestle him on his worst day. Pete Dunne comes out with Oney Lorcan. Dunne says Gargano is mad if he thinks he's the number one contender over himself, and tells Austin Theory to shut up before he really says anything.
Well, you got a license to have that shit opinion, lad.
Well, what this then?
Well, what's all this then?
Gargano holds Austin Theory back and says they're law-abiding citizens.
Remember Constable Pete Dunne? Oh, he's causing all this ruckus.
Yeah, they're law-abiding citizens, Constable. You can't arrest them. Do you have a license to be law-abiding?
Well, you got your license for law-abiding citizenry.
Gargano says, and I quote, "There are rules for a reason, Peter." Uh,
Oh shit, he's shooting. Peter English, he's shooting.
he says if they're looking for a fight, they're not going to get one from them. Theory says he's not. He's watching Dunn, and Dunn cracks his fingers. He doesn't really say as much. He does like the finger thing,
Yeah.
and then Dunn cracks his finger. Earlier tonight, Cameron Grimes showed up. He's asked by some of the van people that just loiter in the parking lot at NXT how DiBiase is, and he says he's recovering fine. Ari Sterling asks how Grandpa DiBiase is in the nursing home, and Grimes punches him.
Is fucking Sterling a heel?
I guess.
What provoked Alex Zane to walk up to Cameron Grimes? Hey, buddy, your mentor's a real piece of shit, and he's old, isn't he?
Yeah, just like fucking Cameron Grimes just shows up, throws by, ha ha ha. Then all of a sudden you hear in the background, "Hey, retard!" And this is Ari Sterling just fucking screaming at him.
It was, I saw it on Twitter, and I'm like, the fuck does Ari Sterling have to be so goddamn angry about? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe Taco Bell was closed. Or they're out of. Maybe he's just angry about the case of Lupa being discontinued.
The case of Lupa got canceled?
Yeah.
Brother,
they took it out once they brought back the naked chicken chalupa. They took it off the menu.
I tried a naked chicken chalupa. It was okay.
It's fine, but the case of Lupa was better.
Bro, I ordered like a fucking a burrito from Taco Bell. They didn't even give it to me. Like I got my chalupa, and that was it.
Ari Sterling is right. Cameron Grimes has enough money to fucking give to Taco Bell to bring back the case of Lupa. But he's not using that power.
He's not using his money properly.
No, he's not. He deserves everything that's going to come to him.
Cameron Grimes is a Dogecoin millionaire, and he's wasting his fucking time.
I know. Adam Cole promo.
Boo.
Cole says he doesn't care about Kyle. What he did to Hayes is what he's gonna do to him. Regal comes in. He says there's no animosity between him and Joe. Joe's allowed to defend himself. Cole disagrees that Joe was provoked, and he storms out.
I disagree that I provoked Samoa Joe.
I did not provoke him by pushing him. Joey Gargano goes to Regal's office to have a fucking promo.
Yeah.
He complains about what Dunn did. He got Regal a new pencil, which is Redemption Arc of the Year right there.
Yeah.
Johnny wants Regal to take care of it, and Regal says, "Okay, I'll take care of it tonight." Jeez. You and Theory have a match against Peter and Oney, and they are not happy about it.
I wouldn't really.
Johnny says that he doesn't have ring. Johnny says that he doesn't have any ring gear. Austin Theory's pointing at his fucking broken fingers. Bad time all around. Finally, we have another match.
Yeah, finally.
Io Shirai and Zoe Stark versus Aaliyah and Jessie Camilla.
Was this for the Money in the Bank?
No. What? I think they should have NXT people in the fucking match if they don't. Just saying.
I don't think they're going to. The experiment of NXT on the mainstream sucks.
Yeah. I forgot what he said, but while people were walking out of the ring, Wade just seemed chipper. Vic said, "You're looking good. England must have won their match tonight." And Wade responded, "They did, and Scotland got eliminated. It's a rough week for Drew McIntyre," which made me giggle. Poor Drew.
Come on, England! Show some fucking goals!
Indy and Candice come out to watch from the ramp. It's a fine nothing match. I still don't get Zoe Stark's hype. Shirai gets a pin on Camilla with her fantastic looking moonsault.
Yes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez come out. They said no one's going to jump the line for the title shot. It's theirs. Then Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart come out. They say they won the number one contendership by beating Raquel and Kai. So they are back in the line.
Yeah.
Shotzi thinks that they should remind it. Shotzi thinks they should remind them, and by that, she means kick their ass. Actual words.
Yeah! Yeah!
I'm really glad. I thought that they were just going to bring out like a PowerPoint or like a diagram about how that worked. I'm really glad that she specified that. She meant that she was going to assault them physically.
I'm not gonna lie though, it would have been better if they hired Drew Gulak.
That would have. Drew, can you come out here and bring out PowerPoint to show them that we are the number one contenders?
Absolutely. How are you doing? You know, shit like that.
Stark, Io, Raquel, Kai, Ember Moon, and Shotzi Blackheart all start brawling in the ring. And then Joe comes out with a fucking literal army of security to stop the chaos.
Jesus. You know, it really came full circle. Samoa Joe becoming security for William Regal. You remember when Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura wrestled? And Samoa Joe was driving away in a truck. Get better security. Regal! Get better security.
They should just hire fucking Karrion Kross to reprise his role in his in his TNA debut as a fucking security guard or a police officer.
Someone should call the police. Oh,
God, that was such a great fucking debut.
Dude, that debut set up his entire fucking career for us. Yeah. Like, Fans for Life was just one fucking package.
Yeah, maybe that's why people don't like him other than the whole fucking, ooh, he bad, he not Democrat. Maybe that's why people don't like him. They didn't get the privilege of watching him in Impact because he was fucking fantastic. His shit with fucking Austin Aries, Moose was great. Yes. His debut was fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He was without a doubt the best part of Impact for his run.
Yes.
And honestly, the only reason why people don't like Cross is probably because they didn't get the privilege to see how fucking excellent he was as a character.
Yeah, because that was just great. The fucking build-up, perfect. Impact, when Impact's on, Impact is the best wrestling promotion.
Yeah, like when they do excellent story. Yeah, they have excellent stories. They got all kinds of shit.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because they shoot themselves in the foot by having like 87-year-old Tommy Dreamer still fucking wrestle and shit.
Tommy's old, but Tommy ain't that old.
He ain't that old, but he wrestles like he's that fucking old.
Yeah. Yeah, he wants Tony Nese in Impact.
Tony Nese was good in Impact. We'll get to that whole thing after this because I think. In Impact. Are you sure?
Anthony Nese did like a couple of like those like, hey, we're gonna bring in these indie guys to wrestle some X Division matches, but in reality, we've already signed a couple of them, and those are the guys that are gonna win.
Let me look this up. Also, Anthony.
That's what he was called before he was signed by WWE.
You can call him Nese.
No, because his wrestling name was Anthony Nese.
He signed a contract with TNA August 18th, 2011.
No. Okay.
But it only lasted a single year. And they made like a couple sporadic appearances from then on.
Yes.
So we're both kind of right.
Yeah. He just made no impact in Impact. No pun intended.
Well, are you sure no pun intended?
Yeah. You keep trying to think I do these puns on purpose.
We'll get more on Tony Nese after NXT when we do the news.
Yes.
But right now, we have more NXT. The Way took on Pete Dunne and Oney Lorcan.
Boo.
Oney Lorcan and Pete Dunne are fantastic, man.
Come on, Oney! Slap some fucking cheeks!